Hello, beautiful Geminis. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm having my coffee break with my beautiful Geminis, and I want to chat a little bit because I'm going to do a past life reading for you. I bought a deck of cards. It's quite valuable, and I don't do a lot of these readings, but I am, because I think what we did in our past lives affect what we do and who we are in this life, Gemini. And it may give a lot of valuable information as to why we're experiencing the things that we are and what is the connection. Because especially in Gemini's reads, I've been getting so many messages about this around and around repeating of karmic cycles. And I think it's going to be really useful if we can figure this out, Gemini. Karmic energies from past lives returning to this life, and what is the lessons, and why we are seeing so much of this in this life. So it's going to be interesting. Bear with me. I've just got to focus here. And coffee helps me do it. Everybody's got a crush, and that is mine, without a doubt. Gemini's past life information, things that will be useful to Gemini to know about. Why, Spirit, give some resolution, some clarity about Gemini's past life situations and how it's influencing a spouse. Hello. I need forgiveness, yes. Celtic origin. So a lot of you have Celtic roots. A lot of you went through like food rationings and hunger. Celtic origin. You had a spouse, and I think in this lifetime, the spouse that you had in the last lifetime is the one that you had in this time. Why? For forgiveness. So obviously somebody was done wrong in a past life. Now you've had a lot of hardships here. Gemini. That's interesting that the spouse card came out first. Ooh, some of you go as far back as the Egyptian days. You could have Egyptian blood or ancestry, or you lived in Egyptian times, Celtic times. Some of you were orphans and were gone hungry. Ooh, some of you went through persecution and inquisition, which is like deemed like a witch. Maybe you were a healer, a Celtic healer, or a Celtic well, it is a witch, but you may not have been a witch. You know what I mean? You could just have had, a lot of Celtics were healers. And anybody in those days was deemed like a witch if they were a healer, or you could have been a herbalist, you know what I mean? Like a very gifted person in that way, but some of you go as far back as Egypt. The angels are here. Some of you were protected by the angels. Some of you had angelic gifts. I told you, like Celtic origin or Egyptian origin, but you went through some sort of persecution and inquisition. Like if you were Celtic, you were probably more than likely a healer. They have a history of knowing how to do like medicinal healings, stuff like that. Ah. Some of you were actual angels or protected by the angels and orphaned. Hmm. The Father card is here. Some of you have Asian origin, Egyptian. You could have gone through all of these eras. You could be very old souls and have lived many lifetimes. Yeah, I knew health was here. So I'm thinking for some of you, you may have lost a spouse due to health reasons or a father due to health reasons. Interesting. Or the health card is here. That is the medicinal healer card. So I'm thinking a lot of you were Celtic healers, herbalists. They were notorious for their healing abilities and their healing gifts. And some of you were knights, Celtic knights. It's all about lessons and blessings. Trees are very important to you, especially if you're a healer and we're a healer. You're drawn to the forest, you're drawn to the trees, you love the trees for some reason. That is likely why. Yeah. This love life of yours were about lessons. The spouse that you had in the last life is likely the same partner you had or will have in this life. It is because of lessons and blessings. Whatever persecution you went through, I told you, you had a karmic relationship. Oh my goodness. So if you had a mate in this life that was considered like your spouse, this darned karmic interfered in your love life in the last lifetime. Okay? And it's likely why in this lifetime you were put back together. But I'm seeing it's the same darn karmic. But the truth is somebody's roles were reversed. It's like you could have been, if you were a man, you could have been a feminine in a last life. If you were a feminine, you could have been a male in this last life. Interesting read. Some of you were farmers. And that's why it was this unrequited love situation, which is this karmic relationship coming into play again. Spirituality and religion is important here, and so is Atlantis. So is imprisonment or slavery, and so is communal living. So I told you, medicine men or women. I think a lot of you, I'm getting many energies here, but a lot of you came from Celtic origin. Some of you came from Asian origin. Some of you came from imprisonment days and in slavery days, and as far back as Egypt and Atlantis, which would indicate why you have so many spiritual gifts. Some of you were Native Americans. Interesting. That is why if you were persecuted and went through Inquisition, if you went through slavery and imprisonment, if you were doing this Atlantean communal living thing here, That is why you got so spiritual, why the angels are looking out for you, why you have such divine intervention here and protection. Because, guys, you were actually healers. Some of you were actually angels. Some of you have a lot of knowledge and wisdom from Atlantis, from all of this skills turned to spirituality and religion. And in those days, spirituality was frowned upon in a huge way. Yes, it was. You were like considered a witch and you were tortured for it. But you have a lot of spiritual knowledge. That's why some of you are actual angels. And if not, the angels are looking out for you in this lifetime. That's why. Let's go here, Spirit. Let's do Gemini. Very, very interesting. Well, Native Americans lived as communal living. So did the Atlanteans. So did the Egyptians. A lot of the Celtics did as well. I think that's why community is so important to Gemini in this life. I truly do. Why spirituality intrigues you. Why religious things intrigue you. And that also could have been a problem in your prior life. Maybe one of you was spiritual and one of you was religious and it was just taboo in those days. But your spouse, you had a spouse. And your spouse started a karmic relationship then. It's the same one in this life. I was picking up on all of your reads, these cycles. These are the cycles that I'm talking about, past lives. Different events that make up your character, why you're driven to certain things and why you're so inclined to go in different directions. A lot of you may have memories of these times as well, or don't understand why you're so drawn to like the healing arts, for example, or the spiritual arts. Transpersonal, that's why it's like the watchers are here. It's like higher knowledge, higher learning, and for your new beginning, again, it's all being lighted, your path. You could have felt disowned in a prior life because this spouse yeah, because of this karmic situation. It's also the fact you felt disowned by your people because your community may have turned on you, especially if you had spiritual gifts and you literally could have been burnt here. For real, that's what they did with anyone who is suspected of having healing arts or spiritual arts, because they actually are arts, healing abilities. I mean, in those days, doctors were non-existent. Yeah, dream thief. Someone stole the dream back then. That's why you're connected. Because you are connected, you were connected, and in this lifetime you are connected to spirit, to source, because of your spiritual beliefs, because of the lifetimes that you have lived. Yes. All your preparations are coming into fruition, and in this life it's to transmute all your pain into blessings. It's all being transmuted. So all the pain, all your dreams, all the disownment you could have felt, some of you were actually orphaned. Okay? And so someone stole the dream. And in this life, it's to transmute all of that pain into this beautiful abundance. Wow. Nasty. That's why you have group thinking. That's why, like, a lot of you like being a part of a community or have a lot of friends around you. It's because you were used to communal living where everybody chipped in or everybody had a role to play in the community. Yes, because you resonate with a lot of people who are like-minded like you. That's why. It's like you're calling in your soul tribe. You have limitless possibilities. As many stars are in the sky. Moving out of stagnation. It's like, yeah, this false person, they wore a mask. They were not their true authentic selves. And maybe in a prior life, you were afraid to be who you were because you were afraid of inquisition and persecution. And you may have been afraid to express your gifts or your healing abilities or your spiritual gifts because you had to hide who you were or you would have been persecuted. Ooh, this person, this is stranger curiosity in reverse. Ooh. They were no stranger. There was someone near and dear to you. They were not a stranger who disowned you. It was for power. Someone tried to overpower you, dominate you, steal your power, stole your dream. They were not authentic. They were not real. They were not a stranger. They were someone close to you. Crown games, right use of power. Somebody abused their role, abused their power. I told you, you have ancestral wisdom here. Again, all lighting your way. You're on top of that mountain, reaching out to the heavens, receiving all this wisdom. Surrender. Surrender. You're gifted, Gemini. That's plain, that simple. And you have had to surrender this person who stole your dream, the person who was not a stranger to you. You've had to surrender them. You listen to your ancestral wisdom, highly intuitive, healing gifts, whatever. It's like someone surrendered. And you are the benefactor of grace and generosity from the universe. You're not reconciling. You're cleaning house. In this lifetime, you are not reconciling with this person. You have cleansed, detoxed from them. So obviously they were toxic. Ooh, they were sick. Look at this ugliness in this card. Now, normally this, I would say, is a transformation. It's the caterpillar. It is getting opportunities, but this is in a sick way. They're sick. Someone is an opportunist who is fake, who is not authentic. They were an opportunist, and it's like eyes everywhere. Eyes everywhere. It's disgusting energy. Opportunity, but a sick opportunity. I don't like it. I'm not even looking at it. They're not authentic. They're an opportunist. Don't like it. Yeah. They tried to make you lose. They're a lost compass, and you're just getting. They made you feel lost. It's like in this lifetime you were feeling lost until you get connected to your ancestral roots, your wisdom. You have so much of it. You have healing gifts, medicinal gifts, healing gifts. You could be in this lifetime into health and helping people find their way back to their roots. You could, yes, Spirit saying yes. You were blessed with these gifts. And like, that's why these people from last lifetimes come into these lifetimes to help get you lost. They're dream thieves. And they're lost themselves. And in this lifetime, you're being urged to follow your ancestral wisdom, your ancestral gifts, because you clearly have them. Those are your life purposes in this lifetime that people have tried to knock you off your path. You know, a lot of you have good guidance to give to people. You could be like in the health fields, such as health and wellness or healing abilities, like doctors or nurses or psychologists or psychiatrists or people guidance counselors, or being able to help people who are lost find their way. You're highly into, you have spiritual gifts. Yes, you have. It's been the perfect storm, and why it is here is to repair the veil of forgiveness. Done dirty, repairing the veil, coming back to repair it. Then find your way back to your roots, your ancestral wisdom. It wasn't time in that lifetime. There is time in this lifetime to repair this veil. And somebody may need to repair the veil with you for the wrongdoings that they did. Either way, forgiveness is a tool, a craft. It burnt the heart is what it did, but it was the perfect storm because it drives you into this healing, forgiving energy of all the wrongs. It's like we don't want to take past life crap with us, life after life after life after life. It's time to heal. Yeah, I like it. Eyes of the eagle rising above the fray. You are brighter, wiser, and have risen up over all the trouble, all the tribulation. At least that's the purpose. It's fated. It's the fates. Somebody is closing the door to the past and saying, no, no more. It's change. The door is still open a bit for this person to repair and ask forgiveness. Whoever, all these people, obviously, but one that really hurt you. The cosmic womb, the divine feminine. giving birth to a new life, to a healthier way of being, connecting to your ancestral roots. I liken it. You're beloved. See? It was radical acceptance. So in the past, somebody could not accept who you were. They could not accept your spiritual path or your religious path or your healing path, and it's like you've learned, because you were persecuted obviously for them in this lifetime. It is a beloved acceptance of what has happened and seeking forgiveness for the wrongdoings that were done against us, learning the wisdom and the knowledge, and it's all about learning and blessings. What our blessings are. This person is a fallen angel. If they were an angel in a past life, they have fallen in this life. A drifter, experiencing life as it comes. Hit the wall, obstacles. Adaptability and beginner's mind. It could have been an immature mind, or you're giving birth to a new life, having to adapt. First breath, taking the first breath of a new life, a new way of being, adapting. Yeah. Straddling worlds, wandering in between realms, between past and present. We never know, okay, that's that karmic relationship, okay? It's like somebody's remembering the past. Somebody is remembering, straddling worlds. See? Say someone has a recollection or something about the past being brought, carrying it from the past to the present. Straddling worlds, wandering between realms. So it's like, no, you can't. It's like this karmic from a past life has come to the present life, and it's like diving deep. They're lost in space. Their ego's been smashed. You can't teach them anything. That's what Spirit's saying. That's why they're a fallen angel. Whoever this energy is, it could be the karmic. They've disowned themselves. They had the ability to be an angel, and they have fallen from grace. Lost in space. They got stuck in between. They were wandering between realms and got stuck. Yes, they did. They're a fallen angel. They were an angel, and they have fallen. Due to a karmic. They went for a karmic, and they went for one in this life. Yeah. Dragon's hoard, protecting the future. Got greedy. But there are treasures that are hidden in the shadows that they weren't aware of. Heart and home. Compassion, you found your way home. They got keys on that. It's like someone stole the keys, you know, to the, it's like this person came in like a thief, stole the keys so you wouldn't find your way. Found your way. Sacred contract, a covenant, a sacred contract was written. There's a revelation. The crossing, I told you they were going back and forth between realms, between the 3D and the 5D, and then someone just got greedy, tried to hoard, wanted the karmic as well, brought the karmic back. Foolish. Yeah. That's why you're the benefactor of all this abundance, because they broke the contract. You're taking a bold step forward and you're getting out of it. The farther gate, you've reached your destination. Step into your new life. Wow, Gemini. Being left out in the cold, orphaned, again, in this life, all right? Someone turned their back, and it's just like, giving and receiving, got greedy, breadcrumbing. Why? Is because the karmic came back. At a distance. There's something at a distance. Started giving to two. Got greedy. Passion, money. Now they got to face their worst fears. I don't know about the past. There's like the Grim Reaper in the back coming to collect. Hey, you broke the contract. They're like, gotta face their worst fears now. The shadow side. It's like there's the debt collector in the back. Time to pay. And they're like, oh no, what did I do? There's consequences. There's the angel. They were angels in the past life, and they fell from grace. They had someone loyal and dedicated and chose someone else. They had a sacred contract. Yeah, chose another lover. And now they're angry because they made their choice. And they watch their angel. They watch their angel, their divine counterpart, who you were like angelic in a last life together, and you had a mission, something to protect the future. You had the keys to something that you had to protect the future with, and were given the keys. They broke the contract. Yeah, and betrayed the contract by lying and being deceitful. That's why this partner is getting blessed and is the benefactor of generosity and grace and abundance. The other divine partner. You reap what you sow. Think about it. All the conflict and chaos and drama. This is a fight. It's a spiritual battle. It's a spiritual battle. The dragon sword, they should have fought to preserve this. They had the dragon sword. They could have the strength to fight the battle, but they chose. They had their happiness. They don't want it to be over now. Look at this. They don't want it to be over. To them, it's not over. They want to reach out. But there is no victory. Win or lose. That's the fall. Now they don't want it to be over. They want to reach out. Start anew. But there's no victory here. I don't know why. Because they got to get their karma. Uh-oh. Because they lied and they did not tell the truth. They chose this karmic energy. Again, so there is no victory. There is no winning there. You'd even ghosted. Yeah. It's fate. Their fated partner. This Empress energy, this single, abundant, loyal, dedicated, overflowing with happiness and love and opportunities here. Healer. It's fated, it's destiny. Ten of Cups. They sabotage their own Ten of Cups, their own happiness. That's with all the mind games and manipulation, lies. Ends in heartbreak over a third party. The karmic energy enters like They wanted to, yeah, soulmate. Refused to see, refused to call, refused to see something that they were a player. I don't know. That's the path they chose. Fall from grace. Emperor looking at this contract. Someone loved them unconditionally. It's like, this is justice being served. Juggling. Afraid. Sad. That stagnant energy. Acting like, yeah, that's why they're heavily burdened. It's those like, someone tried to trap them and prevent them from leaving and coming toward their twin flame. It's the karmic, as above, so below. This was a twin flame tower. Karmic wheel of justice. Someone had to walk away. No trust. Someone did something foolish, took a risk, or has taken a leap of faith. Manifesting their happiness and their future. Resilient going forward. Very emotional time. Something happened here. I don't even want to ask what their karma is, because I know they're going to get it harsh. A fallen angel is nothing to rejoice about. There are no winners in that situation. This karmic come back in this lifetime, initiated coming back in this lifetime just to take this angel down. That was the mission, to make this angel fall from grace. And I'm not talking about you, Gemini. I'm talking about your partner. Fallen angel, fall from grace. They were angels in a past life, both of you. It's like this karmic came back with like a sick little caterpillar thing, grossness, opportunist, a dream thief, because they were disowned. Came back to make this partner, this person, fall from grace. Sad, very sad. They obviously had a karmic debt to pay, but the intention for this karmic was to come back and make this person fall from grace. Had one motive, had one intention: to destroy this union, because together you're too powerful. And now the stranger is curious about you. This fallen angel is now a stranger to you. They got curious about this person that they met because there was a karma from a last life. This karmic was from a last life. They caused this angel to fall the last life, and they caused him to fall this life, obviously. Isn't that interesting, Gemini? I just know that you have very strong ancestral wisdom roots from way back. You have a lot of unique gifts and really, truly should pursue them. I know many of you are. Many of you are still like earth angels. Many of you have healing gifts, highly intuitive, spiritual gifts. And I know you're being blessed in this lifetime. Take care, beautifuls.